Did you know you could be involved in an art scandal and not even be aware of it? That's what happened to Anne Friedman until headlines started following each other with numbers that were increasing exponentially. 20 years, 60 paintings, $80 million. So what happened and who is Anne Friedman? November 30th, 2011, the oldest and most prestigious art gallery in New York City closed down, following to a lawsuit from one of their clients regarding the authenticity of one of the paintings that he had bought for $2 million. The painting was by Pollock. It was untitled 1949 and it had failed all three phases of authentication from IFAR, the International Foundation for Art Research. And the three phases of authentication are provenance, which is basically the history of ownership, and expert examination. So experts will come in and will examine the painting to make sure that it's consistent with the style of the artist. And the third is a technical examination on the materials, such as the canvas and the paint that was used. And that painting did not pass any of these examinations. So it was found not to be authentic. How did we get to this point? Let's go a little bit back to 1995 when Anne Friedman, the president and director of the gallery, was introduced to Rafaela Gonzalez. Now, according to the authorities, Rafaela Gonzalez was a self-described art dealer, so basically a broker, and she was known in the art community. She knew about paintings, about provenance, so she knew enough not to raise any suspicions. So when Anne Friedman met her and saw her previously unseen paintings, it felt like she had made a great discovery. And so she had bought some of these paintings. According to Anne Friedman, those paintings were submitted to an expert examination that have not found any reason to doubt the authenticity of the paintings. The paintings were mostly from the expressionists of the 50s, so Pollock, Rothko, Motherwell. None of these paintings raise any suspicion. Now, I would like you to think about and see how, if you were to buy a painting that's worth $2 million, would you settle? Would you be alright having the doubt whether or not it's real? I see head shakings. No, you wouldn't be alright. That's exactly what happened. So following that first lawsuit, other 9 followed. Turns out that all the paintings that were sold by Rafaela Gonzalez were not authentic. Rafaela Gonzalez was the broker, and she confessed to the fact that the paintings were actually made by Champagne, who's a math teacher in Queens. How did I find out? Rafaela Gonzalez, that's why I like accounting. It's like detective of the numbers. The prosecutor followed the revenue from the paintings, and Rafaela Gonzalez, as a broker, she should have kept 10% and 90% given to the owner of the painting, which has not happened. And to the prosecutor, that was a clear indication that she knew that something was wrong with the paintings. So that's how she'd been brought down, by the revenues and by the fact that these revenues were not reported to the IRS. So she first got accused of tax evasion. She was the only person to face criminal charges, and Friedman, the director of the gallery, did not face any charges, and she did not went to jail because she was not aware that the paintings that she had bought and sold were fake. So she did all of her, she conducted her business in good faith.